Hello, I'm bekkiflaherty, and this week I'm going to show you how to make this geometric pattern in Procreate. You don't need to be able to draw to make this pattern. We're going to be doing the whole thing with simple filled shapes and a bit of clever maths. This is an intermediate level tutorial. If you know how repeat patterns work and are familiar with things like snapping and transforming in Procreate, this should be an easy tutorial to follow along with. If you're new to patterns or new to Procreate, you might find it a bit trickier, but if you follow along step by step and do what I do, you will end up with an identical pattern to me at the end. I'm going to put all the measurements and dimensions in the description, and if you want to use the exact same colour palette as me, you can get that in the Pattern Maker's Toolkit over on my website. Let's get started. So I'm going to create a new canvas, and I'm going to use this preset that I have ready made here. It's an sRGB canvas, 3600 pixels square. So the first thing I'm going to do is set my background colour. So I'm going to tap up here, go to background colour, and I'm going to choose this dark green here. So I'm using this palette here, which has 6 colours in it, going from a really light green to a dark green. If you want this exact palette, you can get this on my website. Otherwise, you'll need to create a palette that goes from a light colour to a dark colour in 6 steps. Use the darkest colour for your background. Then we're going to, on this first layer, fill that with the second darkest colour. So tap here and we're going to fill the layer. Then we're going to tap to transform. I'm going to rotate it 45 degrees. I've got bicubic as my interpolation method here. And I'm going to tap on fit to canvas. So now what this has done, it's made a diamond that is 3600 pixels this way and 3600 pixels that way. I'm going to tap on the arrow there. What I want to do now is duplicate this layer 4 times. So duplicate this until you've got 5 diamonds all together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's just work on these one at a time. So we'll hide the top ones and we'll start on this bottom one here. I'm going to tap on the layer, I'm going to tap to transform, tap on this node here and uncheck the ratio up here. This first one we want to be 2700 pixels for the width and leave the height at 3600 pixels. Then you can tap on this arrow when you're done. Then we'll turn on the next layer and I'm going to alpha lock this one and fill this one with the next lightest colour. Then we'll tap to transform, tap on this node here, uncheck the ratio, and we want the width to be 2100 pixels and we want the height to be 2800. Then we can tap on that when we're done. Turn the next layer on, alpha lock it, and we will make this the next lightest colour again, and we'll fill this layer. Tap to transform, tap on the node, uncheck the ratio, and you want this one to be 1500 pixels by 2000. Tap up here when you're done. We'll turn the next layer on, alpha lock this one, fill it with this green colour, the second lightest one. Tap to transform, tap on the node, uncheck the ratio, and this one we want to be 900 pixels by 1200 pixels. Then turn on your last layer, alpha lock it, get your lightest colour and fill it with that one. Tap to transform, tap on the node, uncheck it, and this last one you want to be 300 pixels by 400 pixels. There we go. So those are all the diamonds that we're going to use. Now we need to center these on the canvas. So grab this one here and we're going to do these one at a time so that it's not trying to center to anything other than the canvas. So this first one, tap to transform, and you want to have magnetics and snapping on and distance and velocity all the way up. So then we're going to center this one on the canvas and you'll see an orange line crossing over there in the middle. Then we can turn this one on, select the layer and center this one on the canvas as well. Then do that with the next one and repeat that for all of the other diamonds, centering them all on the canvas so you have those lines crossing over there. So once all of your diamonds are centered on the canvas, the next thing we need to do is to come up here to our actions and go to canvas and go to crop and resize. Up here, tap settings, and you want to change the width to 3000 pixels and the height to 4000 pixels, and turn snapping on. Tap done down here and then drag this around and center this new canvas on the diamond, so you'll have orange lines intersecting there. Then you can tap done. So we've changed the canvas dimensions from 3600 pixels square to now being 3000 pixels wide and 4000 pixels high. I'm going to put all of this in a group now, and just to double check that this is all centered, I'm going to tap to transform and just make sure that it's recentered there. Now we can duplicate this group. If you don't have enough spare layers to duplicate it, then you can hide the background color, tap copy all, swipe down again and tap paste. So that's an alternative if you're short on layers. I'm going to hide this one at the bottom and we'll just work off this flattened copy now. So I'm going to duplicate this layer, tap to transform. We've still got snapping magnetics on and turned all the way up, and we're going to drag this up and snap it up. Oops, don't need that node. We're going to snap it up into this corner here so that we have those orange lines crossing over in the corner. Then we're going to duplicate this again, tap to transform and snap it up here into this corner there. Duplicate again and snap it down into this corner. And then last of all, snap it down into that corner there. And then that is your repeating pattern tile. I'm going to pinch all of these layers together now, and we'll test that this is working properly. I'm going to swipe down and tap copy all, swipe down again and tap paste. So now we've got a flattened copy of everything up there, and we'll change the background color to black. And then if there's any gaps, that black will show through. So I'm going to tap to transform and I'm going to snap this to this top quarter of the canvas there. It should say 1500 pixels by 2000 pixels there. Then swipe to duplicate and snap it over to this edge, and then we'll just zoom in to this edge here, and what you want to do is just pan up and down here and make sure that there's no gap there. Then we can pinch those two together, swipe to duplicate and snap another copy down to the bottom there, and then just pan along this edge there, make sure you've got no gap there. And that is how this pattern is looking in repeat. What I want to show you now is a few little advanced things that you can do just for a bit of fun to play around with some blend modes on here, just for fun really, just to get some cool effects. So we've got everything hidden apart from this layer. I'm going to duplicate this one and hide that one so that we've got a copy of this to go back to. I'm going to tap to transform and I'm going to snap it over here to this edge of the canvas. Then I'm going to tap to transform again and then center this on the canvas. Then I'm going to duplicate and snap the copy to this edge there, zoom in and make sure there's no gap there. Then I'm going to duplicate this bottom one again, tap to transform and snap it to the edge there. Then those top three layers, I'm going to pinch them together, and if I turn the one on underneath, you'll see we've got two different copies of the pattern that are offset by a quarter of the canvas, I think. So what you can do is play around with some cool blend modes on this one. So at the moment this is on normal, but if you do things like change through these blend modes, you get some really cool effects going on here. And it looks kind of like, almost like an Argyle pattern style. What I'm going to do is change this back to normal, and if I invert the colour, and then you can get some even more cool effects going on like that. There's loads of different things you could try with this. I just wanted to show you that before we finished up as a little cool extra nerd tip that you can do with that if you wanted to. So let's delete this one and let's turn this one this way. And that is our finished pattern tile. I hope you've had fun watching this tutorial. If you want to see more from me, don't forget to subscribe here on YouTube for pattern tutorials like this every week. And if you want more in-depth courses from me, you can find those over on Skillshare. If you're not already on Skillshare and you sign up using the link below, you'll get 30 days for free. Have fun, stay creative, and I will see you next time.